What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good? It's your man, Big CLFHOHNIC. Hold on, let me put some volume up. Okay, really? Okay, there we go. Real quick, I got a couple of topics today. I'm gonna make this shit short and sweet. I guess I am. I'm gonna try my best. But once I get rolling, I'm rolling. Um, Today we're talking about support, and we're talking about I'm gonna mention. I got a phone call on mandatories. We're talking about support and equally yoked. Let's get this thing cracking.
Big Cell, you a fool for this one. FHO, Big Cell, you a fool for this shit. That's wrong. That's right. FHO, 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 that's wrong. FHO, Big Cell in your radio. FHO, 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 Big Cell on your radio. FHO, 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 Big Cell in your radio. FHO, banger alert, banger alert. Big Cell on your radio. Big Cell on your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Get she on the rock. If you want action, 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep a backup plan cause the wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others in the set the game. Red, black love, the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, it's a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations. Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business, have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and let it ride, man. We gone, man. All right, man, we back, man, real quick. I'm trying to get this show cracking, man, and got a few things to talk about. Equally yoked, mandatory runs for MCs, and support. All right, pay my bills, and I'll be right back.
The importance of a healthy immune system cannot be overemphasized, especially when you're between the ages of 18 and 40. Introducing Immune Power, our complete immune support dietary supplement. Immune Power is specially formulated with essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C and D, magnesium, and zinc, with active ingredients that have been proven to help with digestion, fight bacteria and viruses, and generally improve the immune system. Our reputation speaks for us. So, if you care about your immune system, head over to www.geminimaxnutrition.com, and we will deliver within 2 to 6 business days.
All right, man, we back. Can y'all hear me? We good? Everything straight? Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Everything straight? Matter of fact, let me make sure. Oh, yeah, everything straight. All right, man. So listen, man, real quick. I'm going to throw this out here. I got a phone call about this one yesterday. It was kind of interesting, so I'm going to really talk about this. We're talking about, Cell, what is the definition of mandatory runs for MC? There really is no definition except the word mandatory means that it is a must. It's mandatory. You have no deviation. You can't parlay, get out of it. It's mandatory. Now, that it determines whatever your club deems to be mandatory. Like I told this person, it would mandatory making an event mandatory would have to benefit the club, benefit the brothers, and be a part of the brotherhood movement, sisterhood movement, the whole 9 yards. That's why, therefore, you would make an event mandatory. That is the reason for making such event a mandatory event, because it benefits the club on so many levels. The brotherhood, the club, the whole 9 yards. Now, the consequences for missing a mandatory run should be so severe that you make the mandatory run. It shouldn't be easier to miss a mandatory, and the consequences for missing it are way easier than actually making the mandatory run. If it's easier for you to miss the mandatory and pay the fine, or miss the mandatory and make it up later, if that's easier than actually making the mandatory run, then you guys got to you got to fix that. The penalties and the severity of missing a mandatory run should be to the point to where as you do not miss it, and you um make sure that you do everything within your power to make the mandatory run. Also, as if you once you make some mandatory, you need to have at least a 12-month, I would say 10 to 12-month advance notice. Some people have jobs, some people have different things that play a big factor in, i.e., a mandatory run, making up runs and stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: you're gonna have way more excuses than you're gonna have participation in a mandatory run. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me. You're always gonna have way more excuses than what you would have in a mandatory run. So always know that it's gonna be easier to have excuses. So again, when you decide to make a mandatory run for your club, when you decide to make a run or event or whatever it is mandatory, you set the rules and parameters. You give the club brothers 10 to 12 months to rearrange schedules and give family notices and wife notices, and come up with whatever lies they got to come up with to the family, to the wife, and all of that, to make these runs. And don't act like y'all don't, lie to the wife about, or the wife lied to the boyfriend or the husband about making a mandatory run or making a run, period, yada, yada, yada. So that was just my little brief, quick thing, my brief thing on mandatory runs. If your club chooses to make a certain run or event or ride or function or party or whatever mandatory, that it should be to the best benefit of the club that all brothers participate, all sisters participate, i.e., it enhances the club, it boosts the club, it's a favorite old, whatever it may be, for whatever we're trying to do. And the severity and the penalty for missing a mandatory run should be double as costly as not making a mandatory run. It shouldn't be easier to pay the penalty or to deal with the consequences of missing a mandatory run than it is easier just to make the run. All right. That's my 2 cents on that. I hope that helps the individual that called me yesterday. And again, whatever rules and regulations and parameters, what up, Aaron? Whatever rules, regulations, and parameters that your club, what up, Stephen Jones, whatever rules and regulations that your club puts on the word, or whatever, however they levy it, however heavy it is to them, whatever meaning that they put on the word mandatory, it is what it is, mandatory. Okay. All right. Now, yesterday I did a video on being equally yoked. And there's so many things more I wanted to say on that because it's just amazing to me. A lot of you cats want everything from an individual, but have nothing to offer for your wants. Okay. I'm gonna start with this. Support. Okay. Supporting your club brother, supporting your club, supporting the motorcycle community has different variations. It has different meanings. It has different things. A lot of people say community support. A lot of people say brotherhood support, sisterhood support. When I say community, some people do community service. Some people, support the motorcycle community, etc. But let's talk about support on a different level today. How about I've been in business already for 5 years. I've been promoting. I've been putting my shit down. I've been handling my business. And you've never supported me. You've never bought a t-shirt. You never bought a patch. You never came to one of my events. You never even really hit the like button or the go button or anything like that. You never really supported my event. But now all of a sudden, you have a business. Now all of a sudden you have a business, or you found something that you want to promote, or you want to, to be a part of. And now you're out there hollering, "Hey man, support my business, support my business." Then you, "Hey Sel, man, hey man, see if you can put this on your podcast for me. Hey Sel, man, see if you could just drop this on your IG for me, man. See, hey Sel, listen, bro. No disrespect, and I'm happy that you finally found something, but I found my shit 5 years ago, bro. I've been selling t-shirts, socks, drawers, sandals, flip-flops, patches. I've been selling that shit for years. And you haven't bought not a one from me. Hell, you don't even, out of 5 years, I only got 2 likes out of you. You've only liked my stuff twice. But now you gung-ho about what you believe in or gung-ho about what you want me to support. And now ACL dropped this from me. What people got to realize and what we have to realize is that in order to get support, you have to give support. And I know as Black people, as our culture, that's a hard thing for us to do. It's a hard thing for us to support somebody that we know or somebody that we think is on our level or somebody that we think is beneath us, because I drive a BMW 750, you drive a BMW 530. So I'm beneath you. You feel me? So it's hard for me to support you financially, monetarily, or whatever, because I don't want you to get ahead of me or whatever premises that we use to do that. So let me give you another example. You're in an MC, and one of your club brothers is pushing the line on something that's right. And only thing that makes it right is the bylaws. See, a lot of y'all in these MC clubs thinking that the MC, your club owes you something, that your club owes you brotherhood. Your club don't owe you shit but to do what the bylaws say it was gonna do. If brotherhood, if it ain't in the bylaws that we're gonna give you brotherhood or we're gonna owe you brotherhood, that's the only thing that the MC, only thing that the patch, only thing that the club owes you is what the bylaws say. Anything else that you get from your MC is extra. But this is the part where you fail at. When a founder, a president, or whoever, big wig, whatever, shot caller in the club wants to go against the bylaws, now you want to be neutral. Now you want to be neutral all of a sudden. Cause now, hey, Sale, man, I mean, I hear what you're saying, man, but it ain't that serious. How is it not that serious? And in the bylaws, it was wrote for a reason. It was put in the bylaws for a reason. So it got to be serious. See, a lot of y'all are so fucking just happy and happy to be a part of something that you're not gonna fight for what's right. So you rather lay down for the bullshit than stand for what's right. You rather not have a confrontation because a lot of y'all are not confrontational, and I understand that. A lot of y'all are not confrontational. A lot of y'all like, man, I'm just here to ride my motorcycle. Well, and you also agreed to be here to make sure that all of the rules are being followed. You also agreed to that. So when I show you or I point out to you a violation of the rule, you're supposed to be just as passionate about making sure that whomever is held responsible, whomever should exact these rules, you're supposed to be just as equal and just as gung-ho and have just as much energy towards that. But what you do is you watch me because Sale gonna speak on it. Sale gonna speak on it. He gonna speak on it. He ain't gonna go for that shit. And you pump me up, but then when it's time for you to stand up or to stand with me, then that's where all hell breaks loose. That's where the situation changes. So I did another video too where it was saying that a lot of you cats are in the middle of the road. You see that's one thing about what you can't do. You can't join an MC and not take sides. When you join your motorcycle club, you have to take sides. You have to take the sides of the bylaws. And anything that's not on the side of the bylaws, anything that's not on the side of the rules and or regulation, the Constitution, whatever y'all call it, then you're supposed to fight against that. And you're supposed to fight anybody that's going against that. And if you don't, then you are a violator of the bylaws. You do not support the club like you promised to support the club. You do not support your brother like you promised to support your brother. So when I said that you cannot be in the middle, all you middle of the road motherfuckers, all you people that's in clubs and in MCs and know shit is fucked up, but won't say nothing. You know your brother wrong, but won't tell him he wrong. You know your friend wrong, but you know your sister wrong, but won't tell her she wrong because you don't feel like the confrontation. Well, understand this. Huh? The C in MC means confrontation. That confrontation, yeah. I'm be because anything against the bylaws, I'm gonna confront. If the bylaws say we supposed to make a left and you make a right, no, motherfucker, hold on. You going the wrong way. Period. And a lot of you cats are so middle of the road ass individuals that it's sickening, because how can you get anywhere if you're in the middle of the road? You gotta choose a lane. Either you're gonna go to the forward, you're either gonna go backwards or forward. You can't just stand in the middle of the lane. So when it comes to supporting your MC, when it comes to supporting your brother, like a lot of y'all know, for example, you got a person in your club that was wrongfully prosecuted or wrongfully judged or wrongfully, handled. But you refuse to speak up on it. You refuse to speak up on it because man, I just don't feel like arguing with these motherfuckers, man. Man, I mean, it don't even matter no way. I mean, shit, it ain't nothing. He only got a 60-day suspension. Right then and there, the MC for you stands for coward. The C in MC for you stands for coward. Period. Straight coward. Because if the rules were not followed, if the the Constitution, the bylaws that I signed that say we handle this, this, and this according to this, and this, we handle this way, we handle that way. If you go against those for any reason, if you go against those, or if you don't fight for those for any reason, the C and the MC for you stands for coward. You're non-confrontational. You're a coward. Because what you have to realize is that the club is going to start going downhill. Anytime somebody can make the rules, rechange the rules as they go, and they don't line up with the bylaws, and if the bylaws say we can only amend, so let me show you how this works. In the bylaws, it should say we can only amend the Constitution or the bylaws every 2 years, or per situation we can go outside the box or whatever, and whatever those rules and regulations and those stipulations are, then you follow those. Okay. We got people around us that we know ain't shit. I'm gonna give you another example. You got a club brother that'll open up a business. Okay. And you know this club brother's skill level, you know his business ethics, his work ethics, his business ethics, his club levels ain't up to par. And I call you and say, hey man, I'm looking to see if I can get some handlebars put on. And you say, oh man, call so-and-so. Right then and there, you have just endorsed your club brother's business, and you know that his business is not up to par. So now you're sending me to deal with a motherfucker that do not know how to do business, that do not know how to fix or do this and do that. And the sad part is this. As soon as you hang up the phone with me, you tell yourself, man, I wouldn't even be fucking with that dude. I ain't taking my shit over there. You feel me? I ain't taking my shit over there. But shit, I mean, so you say, well, Sel, what do I do? I call you and say, man, you know anybody put on handlebars? I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't right now. I don't have anybody that I would, refer or recommend. Hey man, ain't so and so in your club? Oh yeah, he is. He got a shop too. I heard. Okay. Yeah, well, if you want to fuck with him, man, check him out on your own. I don't know anything about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not me putting my club brother down. That's not me telling his business. That's not me saying he ain't shit. That's just me saying, hey, bro, if you make that decision, you make that decision on your own. Because I promise you, once I do that, once I endorse and you support and it goes bad, I'm in the middle of some bullshit. So if you want to support your MC, stand by the rules and regulations of the bylaws. Enforce the bylaws against anybody, founder, president, sergeant at arms, whoever. If you want to support your MC, enforce the bylaws. Now, we're talking about local support, community support, business support. I've been in business 5 years. I'm just using me, but this is not me, but I'm just using me. I've been in business 5 years. You just started a business. You call me up. Sale, hey man, I want you to support my blah, 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 blah. And I look at the phone, and I look at it, I say, well, I'm saying to myself, my nigga, you ain't bought a t-shirt for me. You ain't bought a pair of socks. You ain't never bought nothing for me. You ain't even hit the like button on my, you know, but now you calling me to support your stuff. And I have a business that promotes. So I'm a promotion company. So when you call me, FHO, call me as though you calling a promotion company, because that's what I do. I promote, endorse, and the whole 9 yards. I advertise, promote, endorse, and advertise. That's what I do. But now all of a sudden you're excited about something, you gung ho about something, and now you want me to support it. Or you got a business and you've never supported the community, but now I started this business and don't nobody come out and show me no love. Well, brother, how much love have you shown them? How much of they shit have you supported? How much of them do you even know about? Have you even, because this is one of the coldest conversations that I've ever had, talking to a person that I fuck with. Hey, man, what's going on? Hey, what's good? Sales, you straight? Yeah, man. Just trying to get shit ready for Tampa. Tampa? What's Tampa? My event in Tampa. Oh, you got something you got going on in Tampa? I'm like, yeah, it's been everywhere. Oh, shit, my nigga, I ain't even know. But you just called me because you want me to promote your business or support your business. Equally yoked, support for support. Equally yoked, support for support. We're in these motorcycle clubs. We're in these MCs. And you know what you know about individuals. But yet and still, you take the middle of the road. You know your president is doing some fucked up shit, but you don't feel like being the one to confront it because you don't want to be, looked at. You still trying to make sure you fit in. You rather fit in than speak out or speak up. You just, man, I just want to ride my motor. I'm not even tripping, man. I just want to ride my motorcycle. And that's them. If that's what they go for, then that's what they go for. That's them. Get your middle of the road ass away from me. If you don't know that the only thing that can change the bylaws is a majority vote from the club members, and I've said this at least 10,000 times, I'm going to say it one more time. The club belongs to the members. The members dictate what is and what ain't over the founders, over the leadership, president, vice president, sergeant at arms, period. The club members. Once we get together as club members and we say, this is what we want to do, then that's what the club has to do. Period. I've said that 11,000 times. I've just said 11,001 times. If you don't understand that, then hey. And if you allow anything other than that, then hey. But that's just is what it is. All right. Don't ask me to support you if you haven't supported me. Don't ask the MC to support you if you haven't supported the MC. Remember, the MC is governed by the bylaws. And anything that goes against anything or anyone that goes against the bylaws, you should be confronting them. That's what the C stands for, MC, confrontation. And if you don't confront anything or anyone that's against the bylaws in your MC, then the C in MC for you stands for coward. Period. So you either going to be confrontational or you're going to be a coward. But you got to choose sides. You can't be in the middle of the road. You're either going to be confrontational or you're going to be a coward. Now, there's going to be times where you don't have to be neither one. But when it is time to choose one, you have to choose. You cannot stay neutral. You can't stay in the middle of the road. You got to choose a side. Get out of this bullshit about not having to choose a side. If wrong is wrong, then you have to stand for the right, and you have to fight against wrong. Period. Anything other than that, then that middle of the road shit, that shit don't fly with me. If you want support from Big Sale, support Big Sale. T-shirt, I sell T-shirts, I sell hats, socks, whatever. I got events going on. So don't ask me to support your business. Don't ask me to support your endeavors. Don't ask me to come to your event and you haven't come to any of my events. It's just that simple. Dirty D, what up, man? I'm heading to you as soon as I cut this live off. Let's roll. I got a lot of stuff to do today, y'all. I got a lot of get down to. So, but I just wanted to say that. Being equally yoked in your MC. Don't let your brother outride you, but then call him your brother. Brotherhood is based on us being equally yoked. We're in this motorcycle club together. We're supposed to ride together. We're supposed to, spend time the whole 9 yards. It's just that simple. Don't call me your brother and you're not equally yoked with me. You're not making the same sacrifices. You're not putting in the same financial effort. You're not doing this, putting in the same time with me, but hey, my brother, that's my brother. You know how we turn on Facebook all the time. You turn on Facebook and you turn on YouTube and see, man, that dude ride his ass off. Man, that dude be everywhere. And again, some of us have more time than others. Some of us are invested more than others. But we're talking about being equally yoked. When you sign those documents, when you sign those fucking bylaws, in those bylaws, it said that I'm going to be equally yoked with my brother. I'm going to ride my motorcycle like my brother ride his motorcycle. What up, Flacco? I love you, brother. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm going to sign those. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Hey, Top, I'm on live right now, brother, yo.
You on live?
Yeah. All right. When you sign those bylaws, when you sign that paperwork, the Constitution, you said that, hey, my brother, you're not going to be out there by yourself. I'm equally yoked with you. I'm gonna be out. My financially, I'm together just like you. My bike is up to par just like yours. My time is available just like yours. My family understand like your family do. My kids understand like your kids understand. That's what that means. When you sign those bylaws, when you sign the paperwork to join that club, you told every other brother that was in that club before you and that was gonna come after you that you would be equally yoked with them. But here it is now. You in the club, we done let you in because you agreed to do what the bylaw said you was gonna do. And now every time I look up, you got an excuse for not being able to ride your motorcycle. But then you want to holler my brother. You quick to holler my brother, man, my brother, my sister. This my sister, this my sister. But we not even equally yoked. You don't even believe in the shit I believe in. You ain't even on the same level that I'm on. When you're equally yoked with an individual in your club, in your life, in your relationship, in your home, that mean that we think alike, we're going to come together, we're going to figure this shit out together, we're going to make it happen together, we're going to put a game plan in motion. When you join a motorcycle club, you agree to be equally yoked with your brother and or your sister. Period. You agree that, brother, you're not going to be out there riding by yourself. Brother, you're not going to be in places by yourself. Brother, you got somebody that's going to have your back. That's what the fuck you agree to. Now, some of y'all is in clubs where it don't take much to be equally yoked. You don't even have to have a motorcycle. You know, they ain't even know you don't even have no minimum amount of miles you got to ride. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. Some of y'all is in clubs like that where Equally Yoked is easy as fuck. My man Slim Wayne said, "Everybody not you, bro. Some of them just members on the same." Slim, I don't want them to be like me. I just want you to be like the bylaws say you said you was gonna be. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that you got to be Big Sale. I'm just saying you got to be the dude that's in the bylaws. In the bylaws, you said that you was gonna be available. In the bylaws, you said your family understood. In the bylaws, you said your job was cool. I could rearrange my job. In the bylaws, you said your motorcycle was up to par. In the bylaws, you said that you was gonna ride your motorcycle. Fuck trying to be like Big Sale. I just need you to be like the bylaws said that the bylaws said you was gonna be. I don't need you to be like me. I just need you to be like the bylaws, bro. That's all I need you to be. Period. In the bylaws, it should say, "I am my brother's keeper," and we gonna ride together, die together, all that old shit that they say in the bylaws. You know what I'm saying? But here it is: you read the bylaws, you sign the bylaws, and then you throw the bylaws in the trash because you never ever had no intentions, none whatsoever, to be equally yoked with your brother or your sister. You never had intentions from the beginning. Never had intentions. But then you want your brother to support your business. Like I said, I've been in business and I'm just using me as an example because I've been in business longer than that. The worst excuse that you could give me, Big Sale, is to tell me, "Hey, Sale, man, I fuck with you." But you've never bought a t-shirt. You've never supported the business in any way. You don't come to my events. You don't do this. See, that's the thing about us and the people when it comes to support and being equally yoked. See, when you equally yoked, and your sister got a business and she I support people and I buy shit that I never even use. I buy the shit and either give it away or buy it. "Hey, Sal, man, I just started my business, man. Hey, man, give me one of them. Give me two of them." Because I understand what it is to have a business, to open up a business, to start a business. I understand. I know how hard it is when you trying to put this shit together. So I'm gonna support it. But but bro, can I get some love back? Can I get some support back? "Oh, Sam, man, I will fuck with your t-shirts, man, but you want $40. Listen, man, supporting in order to get support. You cannot get support if you don't support. Being equally yoked in these MCs is a must. Don't be equally yoked to your brother. Be equally yoked to the bylaws, to the rules, to the regulations. Quit falling for shit and start standing for something. Anybody that's against the bylaws, anybody or anything that's against the bylaws has to be confronted. The C in MC stands for confrontational. Confront, confrontational. And if you are not that person, if you're a middle of the road motherfucker, then the C in MC stands for coward. Either you're gonna be a person that confronts, or you're gonna be a coward that allows shit to be different than what it's supposed to be. Just that simple. My girl Trish says, my sister Trish said, "This is the truth. I can't stand that. People join shit, then completely disappear, never show up to anything, don't even talk about supporting anything because folks won't even like or share a post. Really sad." What up, sis? Um. Anyway, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. This is just something. If you want to fuck with Sale, be equally yoked. If you want Sale to show you some love, then you got to show Sale some love. If you want Sale to support you, then you got to support Sale. If you want me to buy your product, you got to buy my product. Huh? You want me to come to your anniversary? Then you got to come to my event. You want me to advertise for you? Then you got to advertise and promote for me. It's just that simple. But all of a sudden, you done started a business now, and now you want the whole world, the MC community. And then I'm going to tell you another sad thing right now. I'm going to tell you the saddest shit in the world. I tell people this all the time when they call me. I'm going to tell you the saddest shit in the world. Do not start a business thinking, believing, hoping, praying, or knowing that the MC community is going to support you. Man, I know 1,000 motherfuckers on the bike set. Oh man, if I do this, boom, sir, ma'am, sir. Let me let me tell you how fucked up in the game you finna be. How you finna throw all your money away, thinking that the MC community is gonna support you, or my success does not come from the MC community. My checks don't come from the MC community. It comes from people that recognize my talents in the MC community. I love you guys. I thank you guys for the support. Those that support, I do, truly, I do. But to all those people that don't support because you think you putting $1 in my pocket, you're not. You haven't. And the dollar's still gonna go in my pocket regardless, because there's other people outside the MC community that understand and know and appreciate my dedication and hard work, and they show me that love on that level. But it is what it is. Being equally yoked, meaning that I'm gonna do everything the bylaw said I'm gonna do. If it said I'm gonna ride my motorcycle, I gotta ride my motorcycle, then I'm gonna ride my motorcycle. If it said I gotta be my brother's keeper, then I'm gonna be my brother's keeper. That's what being equally yoked is. All right. Love you guys. That's my time. Don't forget, Tampa Jamboree, May 22nd through the 29th is going down. Tickets on sale right now for $150 at Eventbrite. We got a lot of surprises coming up for you guys. We will be announcing a lot of stuff. Don't wait till it's too late. Grab your ticket now, because I don't want to hear you complain about 200, because they going to be 200. I promise you that. We're not bringing our prices down. We're not dumbing down our event. We love you guys, and we're going to continue to put on a quality, safe, fun, and grown folks event. All right, that's my time. Y'all be good, man. It's your boy, Big CLFHOHNIC. I love y'all.
I'm enjoying my motherfucking life. That's all I'm saying. I advise you to do the same. Do shit that make you
be
happy.
Like, how come you not famous yet? I'd be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand. That's what I'm not famous.
The importance of a healthy immune system cannot be overemphasized, especially when you're between the ages of 18 and 40. Introducing Immune Power.
Peace.